Hello again, and welcome to French ABCD, part of the series French from Scratch for Beginners. Today we're going to look at le pluriel des adjectifs. This is lesson 4B. Earlier we looked at lesson 4A, which was also on adjectives and mostly the feminine of adjectives. Now we're going to move on the plural of adjectives, le pluriel des adjectifs. Stay with us. Quickly, the reference material is on page 75 of this manual, and here is your table of content, and it is listed right there. Plural of adjectives, la formation du pluriel des adjectifs. How do we get the plural of adjectives? All we need to do is, it's similar to the plural of nouns, we add an S to the adjective and we get the plural. Le moment important, this is all singular, we need to do is add an S to the adjective and we get the plural. Of course, everything else has to be in its plural form. Une maison neuve becomes des maisons neuves. Here is your adjective, here is your S, here is your S to your noun, and don't forget your articles as well. And here all I'm saying is, for masculine plural, there are exceptions. You need to remember that. But for feminine plural, pretty much it is across the board. All you need to do is add an S, and you get the plural form. Now let's look at the exceptions. Adjectives ending in S or X do not change in plural. Un pays pluvieux, you see here, although it ends with an X, it is singular. So it does not change. Des pays pluvieux, it remains the same, invariable, as we said earlier. Un mauvais conseil, mauvais, is always written with an S, therefore the plural does not take another S. It stays invariable. Adjectives ending in EAU takes an X to have the plural form. Un beau navire becomes des beaux navires, you add an X here. Un frère jumeau, you add an X here. Adjectives ending in AL, they take AUX in plural. Un test oral becomes des tests oraux. Oh, sorry for this formatting, it should have come here. Le chien loyal becomes des chiens loyaux. So, AL becomes AUX. Here is your AUX. Exception, the following adjectives, they take an S in plural. Bancal, fatal, final, glacial, etc. They do not become AUX. You add an S here, you add an S here, and the same for the rest. Adjectives ending in EU takes an S in plural. Here is your EU. Un océan bleu becomes des océans bleus. You add an S. So EU change into an S to have its plural form. Le feu ministre becomes le feu ministre. You add an S here as well. Hébreu, this is an exception, takes an X. Although it ends in EU, it does not take an S. It takes an X. Les romans hébreux. Adjectives ending in OU takes an S in plural. Un prix fou becomes des prix fous. Le temple hindou becomes le temple hindou with an S and not an X. And now the fun part. Can you put the following sentences in plural? Here they are, 10 of them. Can you? It should be pretty easy by now. Give it a try. The agreement of the adjective with the noun. L'accord de l'adjectif avec le nom. Okay? So, l'adjectif qualificatif prend le même genre, masculine ou féminin, et le même nombre, singulier ou pluriel, que le nom auquel il se rapporte. What am I trying to say here is nothing more but this here. The adjective agrees in gender and in number with the noun it qualifies. Now, let me say that again. The adjective agrees in gender, meaning masculine or feminine, and in number, meaning singular or plural. So, in this example here, I say une belle vue. Now, the adjective belle is B-E-L-L-E because it is in agreement with vue. Now, vue being singular and feminine, therefore belle must also go with the feminine singular form. That's all it says here. Un temps chaud is the same. Temps is masculine. Keep in mind, although it ends with an S, it is singular. Therefore, chaud, the adjective, must agree with the noun. And if the noun is masculine singular, therefore the adjective must also be in the same gender and in the same number. Therefore, masculine singular. And the same for these two here. Des souvenirs inoubliables, inoubliable plural. Therefore, souvenir is masculine. Inoubliable will also be masculine plural. And lastly, des oranges juteuses, orange being a feminine noun, plus here it is plural, therefore the adjective juteuse must also take the form feminine and plural. And that's why you have it written with ES. Alright folks, a little bit of work before we finish this lesson. Faites accorder l'adjectif qualificatif entre parenthèses. What I'm asking you to do is, this is your adjectif qualificatif entre parenthèses, in between brackets. What I would like you to do is make this agree with the noun here. Okay, I'm going to do the first one. Now, couleur is feminine and it is in plural. You should know that by now. Why? Because it ends with an S. Here are your clues. Now, couleur being féminin pluriel, therefore this adjective here should also be féminin pluriel. Now, how do we have the féminin? You remember? We add an E. And how do we have the plural? We add an S. That's all there is to it. Very easy. And this brings us to the end of lesson 4b. Please like, subscribe, and comment. The comment is very important. It's feedback. It will tell me what you like, what you don't like, and how we can improve these videos. Thank you.